Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The crew is in the house. What's going on, everybody? Yes, indeed. A couple minutes early. Good to see all of you on here. E. Brunson's in the house. Yeah, the power of the stash, baby. Potts. Carpenter, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Him and Judge both went yard twice. So that's big. And I'm glad the Yankees came out. It's almost like they came out pissed today. And they need to do that. And they mean business. They're not sit down and die. You know what I mean? And any momentum heading into tomorrow's game with Sale versus Cole. And I'd rather have that type of momentum than not have it. So, you know what I mean? We also got E. Brunson, the bat against 7-7. Matt F., what's up, man? Yeah, Cole with a fresh tomorrow. That's good, man. Really, really good. Jonathan's in the house. Princess Torres, Coffee Cat, Udall. My man. What's up? What's up, guys? DM's in the house. Kamala Castro's up. We're in the top of the bottom of the eighth. It's 14-1 Yankees, so we needed this one. Robert Seckley's in the house. What's up, my man? Sean Browning. Trevino playing well today, too. Robert Johnson's here. Love it. Love having all the gang here. Love it. Euro Yank, what's happening? Yes, we can, Princess. We can breathe a little bit tomorrow, right? Into tomorrow, too. So I feel better with a Cole versus Sale game after this one. So I really do. And it gives them a little bit of a better feeling. If they win the series tomorrow, it'll be a hell of momentum going into the All-Star game. So Euro Yank, Potts, baby. Potts. Power to stash, man. LaCastro, hard ground ball. Oh, just got him out. Innings over, but it's 14-1. Yankees scored a couple more runs. And this is the blowout game we needed. Hey, Doug L., what's happening, man? Amazing how well they play on certain guys. FG, good evening to you. Line up against this Pavetta guy, so and the pen. And I'm guessing they're going to be mostly righty tomorrow, facing Sale. But we'll see what they do. I'm really curious to see. I'm curious to see if they're going to put Rizzo and Carpenter particularly in the lineup. You know what I mean? Freezing. Does anybody else see me freezing here? I'm not freezing. I don't see anything. I'm good on my end. The reception's good too. What did I see from Taillon? I saw Taillon fight back. I saw him have much better stuff. He made some adjustments from the last start, so he was a hell of a lot better than he was the last 6 or 7 starts, that's for sure. So he needed that game too, and he's going to get the win. And good. It's really, really good. I'm getting some freezing too. It's crazy because mine's not freezing at all. It's weird, really weird. It's very weird. Voice to Udall. Let me see. Turn it up a little bit more. How's that? Is that better? Is that better? The voice? Taillon, yep. We needed this type of fight from Taillon. We needed to see it back, right? We needed to see that. So, all right, good. All right, so we seem to be good. Not freezing anymore. January must be could be a tech glitch or something. I'm good on my end, so I'll take it. 10-2 with a 3.86 ERA. That's a pretty good first half for Taillon. Really, really good. So Lorenzo, I think, in all honesty, I think Soto ends up either in New York or in LA with the Dodgers. That's it. Those are the only 2 places I could see him going. Dodgers probably have a little bit of an edge because of their higher end prospect. Their farm is a little bit deeper at the top. So they have 7 top 100 prospects. Yankees have 5. So, but again, the Yankees will have to give up Volpe, Dominguez, and Peraza, most likely all 3 of them, most likely for Soto. But again, this is a generational player. The next time the Yankees have a chance to acquire a generational player, I can't even think about it. So I did, Fred. I said it would be good for them to come out pissed off and kind of kick their ass tonight, and I'm glad they are. Lorenzo, to be honest with you, Trout, I think ground ball to second base, 1 out in the top of the 9th, 1 out. Marwin Gonzalez. I think if my personal opinion is if Shohei Ohtani leaves after next season as a free agent, then I could see Trout requesting a trade. Then I could see that, and I could see him being traded to like the Phillies or something like that, where he's from South Jersey, so it makes sense. It makes sense. Yep, Carpenter's got 2 bombs. Judge has 2 bombs. I mean, it's a good overall game. It really, really has been. Oh, ground ball, IKF. 2 outs. 2 outs. In the ninth, man. Let's finish it. Same situation. Just him and Taillon, I think. So Cole's gonna have a fresh, fully rested bullpen tomorrow, which will be great. So Carpenter's a beast, dude. An absolute beast. Yeah, it's an afternoon game tomorrow, so you'll get the lineup in the morning tomorrow. I think it's 1:35. So that's why Cole is also not at the stadium. He's resting back at resting home. So, and generally the pitchers if they pitch the next day in the afternoon, pitchers generally don't show up at the game the night before anyway. So usually that's the way it works. Would I be going after Soto, ruin chances to get Castillo? Maybe Castillo, but not another pitcher. I think the Yankees. Well, the problem. I think the Yankees know this. Even getting Soto does not solve the pitching problem. So if they get Soto, they're still going to have to get somebody, right? You're still going to have to get an innings starter. Now, I mean, in the gap, looks like a double to the wall. No big deal. 2-out double. 2-out double. I don't know it depends on how much they're going to give up for Soto, right? And now the voice is muffled. What's going on here, guys? What is going on here? Bro, Joe, yeah, I mean, I'm glad they're playing Carpenter more. I really am. I really am glad they're playing Carpenter more. So, ground ball to Donaldson. Game over. Yankees won. Great game. Jameson Taillon, it was 6 innings, and then Rebel came in for the final 3, I think it was, and perfect. That was a good, and that was a necessary that the Yankees needed. They're like a 6 out of 7 slide. They needed a game like this, hopefully, to wake them up a little bit and give them some energy and some enthusiasm into tomorrow's game. So, Soto, that's for sure. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, they still have to get a pitcher one way or another. So, and I know there's some talk about, there's some suggestions, I should say, about the Yankees should eat Patrick Corbin's contract and blah, blah, blah. Have you seen his contract? He's got $23 million per year, and then in the last year, he's got like $35 million. So he's still owed about $80 million. He's still owed $80 million. So, that's, to me, if they're going to do that just to get Soto, then I would be like, you're going to have to take back Donaldson and Hicks. Okay? You really are. You're going to have to take back Donaldson and Hicks. If you want us to take Corbin, who's not a fit here, take back Donaldson and Hicks. I mean, you really will have to. That's the way I look at it. No new news yet right now, Aiden. Hang in there, guys. Maybe it's just temporary glitch issues or something. I'm good on my end. So, and if it keeps getting choppy, we'll just cut it short a little bit and wrap and call it a night. But and Corbin did turn us down, Landis. That's right, he did. So if we're gonna take him just to get Soto, number one, you have 2 options. You either have to give us back a Volpe or Dominguez or something like that. And there's no way in the world you're getting Ken Waldichuk, okay? Or you have to take back a couple of contracts. You take back Donaldson, you take back Gallo. I mean, yeah, or Donaldson and Hicks, right? So, and even Donaldson, Donaldson and Hicks has maybe combined $40 million. We're taking 80 from Corbin. You're still saving $40 million one way or another, but they kind of have to take back something or give back something or both, because that's a hell of a lot of money to add to taking Soto. So that's why I would see it. So we don't know. Aiden, if they've called the Nationals. We wouldn't know either. I mean, if Cashman calls, there's not going to know anything unless the trade is announced. That's the way he operates. He's very deep. This dude is a ninja. You know what I mean? So a big time nail biter, Chris. This is a stressful game, man. Make sure you hit that like button, guys. Like button, smash it, and let's celebrate 100 likes again. And I also did Juan Soto live stream earlier today. So if you haven't seen that, take a look at it. You'll see some trade proposals and some other things like that. So, but what are your thoughts on Juan Soto potentially? Man, what's going on, guys? My package for Soto would be Volpe, Dominguez, Peraza, Everson, Pereira, and Luis. That's what I would. Now, they could Captain Robertson would be just as fine too, Chris. It's not a Soto, obviously, but it would cost a hell of a lot less, and it would still give them room to get Luis Castillo. They could get Castillo, Happen, Robertson for less than it would cost to get Juan Soto by himself. So, you know what I mean? Hang tight, guys. Hang tight. Hang tight. Let me see something here. Let's see something. Hang on, guys. All right. Are we getting better now? Are we getting better now? How about now? Looks like I'm getting people can hear and I sound better, but I'm getting some people that say I'm choppy. So I'm not exactly sure. Perfectly fine for Jack C. Better for mostly everybody else. Everybody else can hear me. Okay. I'm not exactly sure because it's not choppy on my end at all. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But bad reception, Udall. It's really weird, man. Sorry about that. I'm not exactly sure why. Everybody else says I'm good. So we might have a couple of service issues out there. But my service is fine. There's nothing freezing or chopping up. So I don't know. There's a couple of people that say they can't hear me. So sorry about that, folks. But we'll keep it relatively short and sweet. And it's just celebrate the Yankees win. Devers again killed us. He hit the freaking home run off Taillon. So he's one of the best hitters in baseball. So, you know, you got to give it to him. You got to give it to him. He hits everybody. So that's just the way it is. So, you know, and you might be right too. It could be a YouTube problem. It could be a YouTube thing too. We might have seen the last of Joey Gallo. You might be right. Well, the Castro up now. So you might be right. No. And this was a big rebound for Taillon. Tyler Talbot, you're absolutely right, homie. J-Mo was great, man. I mean, Soto is he's a generational player. So if you're ever going to give up a ton of guys, he's the guy to give up for, right? And that's the bottom line. It really is the bottom line. So, and again, Castillo. I'm not sure about Castillo being better than Cole, but Castillo and I don't want to. I mean, I'd rather not compare the two. I'd rather have them both on the same team together. Just ace and ace. We need that. We need an ace and an ace. So, but you know, I would love to get Castillo. I mean, Castillo and Soto would be crazy. But I have a feeling if it doesn't happen, if Soto does get traded, it's probably to the. I think Castillo goes to the. If he goes to the Dodgers, I think Castillo comes to the Yankees, and that's kind of the way I'm thinking. It's kind of the way I'm thinking here. So, but I don't know. You know, get Carpenter. Yeah, Carpenter has been money lately. Love Carpenter, man. I mean, really, really, really love him. But Castillo, man. Yeah, if you can get if you can't get, if you don't get Soto, don't even go for it. Then you got to get Castillo, and you try to get Happen and then Robertson or Happen another reliever, and that would be the killer offseason. The killer offseason. You know what I mean? Lorenzo, I mean, maybe, but he's older, honestly. So I would probably pass on Peralta. He's not, you know, he's probably my number 4 or 5 choice. So I actually feel pretty decent about Cole pitching tomorrow. Lorenzo, I think the Cole's going to have the, you know, he's going to ride with this momentum. He's a good momentum rider, so I think so. I feel better about Cole tomorrow. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Chris Sale. Now let's beat him up so he bashes the furniture in the visitors' clubhouse. So that would be great, man. Ketel Marte, maybe. Ketel Marte could be a guy, and you try to get one of those pitchers from Arizona too. You know, that's not a bad look either. But Ketel Marte just got extended too, so I'm not exactly sure if he's available or not. They give him a big extension through like 2027, so I'm not exactly sure if he's available. So I'm hoping that Cole pitches well, and these guys just mash Chris Sale early on, give Cole a fat early lead, and just let's ride it, man. Ride it. Yeah, they got Carpenter for pennies on the dollar, so it was like one of the best investments ever. What's up, Rockstar? What's up, man? Reynolds' value has gone down. I think Reynolds' value went down when he went on the IL getting hurt, not necessarily because of Soto. You might. I'm never tired of it, Paul. When I see the baby's great, man. Appreciate you asking. Baby's great, really. All the girls are great, man. So I'm happy when that happens. I think Reynolds' market might go up because people might find the price for Soto too high, and they'll pivot to Reynolds, and they'll give them they'll still pay a lot, but it won't be as much as they would for Soto. Soto's probably, in my opinion, probably going to be, if he gets traded, it'll be the biggest trade package ever in history of baseball. The biggest ever. So it's going to be completely insane. Yep, and the Mariners won 13 in a row. Dude, their men, the Baltimore Orioles, are on freaking fire. They really are. No. That's kind of the way I look at it. Crying a bit in the post-game. That's right, baby. That's right. This team can score. We need pitchers. Yes, we do. We need some contact hitters to match up with the Astros pitchers. So, Ian Happ would be nice. Soto would be the get. But if we don't get him, I would love Brian Reynolds. I really would. So, dude, I'm glad Carpenter wound up with the Yankees, man. I'm so glad. So glad. Yeah, out-pitching Houston's going to be hard. If we can, we're going to have to out-hit them. So, which is also going to be pretty hard. So one way or another, the Yankees have to fortify, because my fear is that somebody like Castillo or Wilson Contreras can wind up with the Astros. So we've got to be careful with those guys. And the Astros are going to be my dark horse. Get something. Baltimore and Seattle take the playoff. They might actually do that. So I agree about Brian Reynolds. If you can get him, get his ass now. Just give him a big offer. And even the biggest offer is still going to be smaller than the Soto offer. So, and that solves the Yankees leadoff hitter center field problem in one swing. Because I'm hearing a lot of folks too saying, "Oh, we'll put Soto on left." And Judge is not a center fielder. He's not a center fielder. We have to get him out of center on a regular basis. He's going to get hurt. So we have to be careful with that. Torres, Waldichuk, Peraza, Volpe, Dominguez, Andujar, Gallo, Hicks for Corbin, and Soto. Let me go back to that. Torres, Waldichuk, Peraza, Andujar, Gallo. Andujar. If you can get him Gallo and Hicks, and even Torres, that's a good amount of salary. That's something I would consider balling with AC, because they'd be taking a good amount of salary back, and a lot of players. So, that's the type of package. Like, you have to take some of our salary players if you want us to absorb Corbin, or even consider. You have to take some of our guys back. Absolutely have to. There's no way I would accept any other thing. Would I rather have Soto or Castillo? And I'd rather have Castillo and Reynolds. Two spots is better than one. Soto does not solve the pitching. I'd rather have the other two guys. We need to win like this. Yeah, man, we do. We do, man. Get rid of Donaldson, Gallo, and Chapman. Swinging for the fences. He's got to kind of level out his swing a little bit too. Donaldson. He's got to calm down, get us more level contact swings here. I agree. Stop going for the fences so much. Probably a couple of weeks. He might be. I don't know if he wants to play next year, so we'll see. But at the end of the year, why not? He's still playing pretty well. The prospects and Donaldson for Soto. I don't know if the Nationals would take. I'm not sure the Nationals would take Judge. I don't know if they want an expensive player like that. I think they want a boatload of prospects. I really do. I think they want a boatload of prospects. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, keep smashing that like button, folks. 100 people in here. Let's get over 100 likes. It's greatly appreciated. 100 likes. So, JD takes. It's par for the course. It happens, man. It's bound to happen. But it's he's also doing it to himself too. Donaldson, unfortunately, he's doing it to himself. Unfortunately, and Donaldson looks like he's quelling after. I agree. It looks like he's tired and just pressing too much. So, break would be good. Break would be good. Hey, Japan, what's up? See, some people saying I'm freezing again, and then some people saying no, which is very weird because I'm not. My connection's perfectly fine. I have full bars. I mean, I'm under good Wi-Fi too, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. Yeah, I mean, Donaldson's defense is better than Gio's bat, but Gio's bat right now than Donaldson. So, I mean, that's what I'll say about that. I mean, at this point, it is what it is. No. On BP is good. Now it's I mean, he's just gotta get his bat a little bit. Trevor Story. I see Story's leveling off too again, but coming back down to planet Earth too. So no, not even a little Sean. They cannot complacent at all. At all. So I agree there, 100%. So they have to keep their foot on the gas pedal every minute. Don't forget any leads. They just gave the game back on Boston. So again, win tomorrow, another game on them. So and that's the type of, they got to keep. It does get easier. You know, they would have to this Houston a double break. Like it's tough, man. It's gonna be really tough. When Tyler Wade's in AAA right now, so I'm not exactly sure they're gonna have to find an opening if they be called up. And with 17 days left to the deadline, and thank you for the days there. It's going to be interesting to see how they incorporate him. But again, it also could make it easy to move something like Oswald Peraza to trade because they have additional infield depth. So that's why I see it. Twins salvage the series. Yeah, good. We do. I mean, and I said this earlier today. Generally, the problem has been injuries in the starting rotation. But they only won. A lot of the injuries are in the bullpen. So it's almost like reverse this year, which is strange. But it's really weird. It's really weird. But they need some more depth in the bullpen. And I'm glad they brought in like Richard Rodriguez and Jimmy Cordero and Shane Green. I hope these guys get opportunities and get healthy. So I really, really hope so. Waldichuk got the save tonight in the futures, and Jason Dominguez hit a home run over the center field wall in the future game. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's strange, man. I'm sorry about this. I don't understand. I'm getting a couple people saying Tanya, who give up for what happened Contreras. What happened Robertson, excuse me. Hayden Wisniewski, probably Everson Pereira, and a couple of no top 3 prospects. No way. Castillo for Peraza, Florian, Gomez, Wisniewski. That's probably, I would do that for Castillo, Tyler. Yeah. And we think the Orioles will be buyers. Luis Severino is being shut down today. Aiden, they announced no pitching, no throwing ball for 2 weeks. And then it's a 2 or 4 week ramp up period. So I don't expect to see him back in the game for at least a month. So they need another starting pitcher. But no throwing at all for 2 weeks. Yep. The American League one-winged the man. Jason Dominguez hit a home run over the center field wall 2-run shot after he dropped a ball that led to 2 runs. So he made up for his error. Jason Dominguez also got promoted today from single A to high A, low A to high A. So that's awesome too. And Ken Waldichuk saved the game. So he got to save 2 strikeouts and a pop. So the Mariners did win their 13th in a row. Yes. Yeah, it's very strange, Udo. I'm out. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, man. My apologies there. Rizzo, Carpenter, if anyone brings lefties hang here. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, our power hitting is really, really good when it's on, Dominic. When they have the right lineup in there, they're deadly. But I think some regular play or somewhat regular play with Marvin Gonzalez and Carpenter in the same lineup at the same time would be a good idea. I like them. I like both of them in there at the same time. So Hap's solid. Hap is solid. So I would pen Sevy with Chop, dude. 100%, brother. I would put him in the pen too. Long relief, nothing else. Exactly. No more starting for Severino this year. 100%, bro. I agree with that. I couldn't agree with you more. It's a great point. Castillo has to be the target, and it kind of Soto has a pipe. I mean, the number of teams that can get Soto like 2 or 3. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I would still get Castillo, and Brian Reynolds, and a reliever, or Castillo and Robertson. I'd be really happy with that, man. And Dominic, yeah, Marwin's definitely a Swiss Army knife. And Tyler Wade is something similar to that, but I don't. At this point, I don't see him better than Marwin Gonzalez. But it can't hurt to have 2 of them, you know. So, all good. Yeah, I appreciate this video. My apologies if people are getting some scratchiness. It's like a couple of people are still getting some scratchy feed. I won't keep you on very long because I don't want to be, you be listening to scratchy feed. I want to make sure you can hear me and see me. So I do want to see Sale get pounded tomorrow too. I'm really hoping for that. I really am. So no, I don't think Tyler Wade's going to replace Marwin Gonzalez. I don't think it would be bad. Marwin's doing fine. I wouldn't mess with that. Gallo, I could see Gallo sitting against Sale tomorrow too. I would put Marwin in there or LeCastro. In my personal opinion, for Castillo, would you be willing to offer? You're gonna have to. You have to. You have to. We have to. There's no way we're gonna get him, in my opinion, without Oswald Peraza. So, I mean, you're gonna have to. I mean, I think the Dodgers represent definitely. So, Happen D-Rob, Oswaldo Cabrera, Clark Schmidt. Like, as much as I hate to give up Clark Schmidt, might be required. It might cost that. And keep Happen D-Rob. This is probably representing the package. So, Greg Hayes, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for your man, dude. You are the man. Ball, man, what's going on, man? My apologies there, dude. I appreciate the kind words to the folks, man. I really do. Look, 81 months. You, Jared. Still a couple people seeing poor connection. It's strange because I got full bars and full connection on my end, so I'm not exactly sure. It could be a YouTube thing, so my apologies there. Really, my apologies. I was looking to get cast as well. Exactly. Right now, strike early, not late. I would not wait. These moves, I would strike now. And take them. That's what the Astros did. Like at the waiver deadline yesterday, they just snuck out of nowhere and took Justin Verlander away from everybody. So, Houston frightens me. Houston adds Castillo. Man, we are in trouble. So, that frightens me, man. Time I have to give some tips to. Well, I'm not exactly me, but he to whatever tonight. He ever hits the Yankees really well. He owns the Yankees, Princess Torres. I mean, he really does. He's a free agent after 2023, and so is Josh Donaldson. It would be kind of nice if he came to the Yankees and replaced Josh Donaldson at third base. That would be Verlander. He might start for the American League. Clayton Kershaw might start for the National League. You might have 2 future Hall of Famers starting the All-Star game, which would be pretty damn cool. Kershaw had a perfect game into the 8th yesterday, so pretty damn cool. Let's see the Yankees get Reynolds, Castillo, and Bard. I would take Daniel Bard from Colorado. That would be a great day, Kenneth. I really would. Castillo and Daniel Bard. Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. I would take that. Really, really, really. All right. So anybody seeing me chop? Celebrating this Yankees win, 13-1, Judge 2 home runs. Carpenter 2 home runs, James 6 runs, and then Ryan Weber came in with a strong, long relief save. I mean, it was a long game for the Yankees. Clean hitting, clean pitching, just the type of win that they needed to kind of get them, maybe get themselves back on track a bit. And again, I really hope that they beat up the Red Sox tomorrow. That would be a great way to finish the first half of the season. It would be. And tomorrow's the MLB draft, by the way. So I'll probably do a video tomorrow about the draft picks as well. I think tomorrow's only the first round. So, but I'll do a video on the draft picks as well. So you know exactly who they've drafted. And keep in mind too. I mean, this is they'll be restocking the system. So if they give up a haul for a Reynolds or a Castillo or a Soto, whatever, they're going to have an opportunity to restock it a little bit this weekend with their draft picks. So, which is a good thing too. 29-15 against the AL East. Fantastic. Solar flare action today. That could be. Billy, you might be right. You might be right there. I can't confirm it, but you might be right. You might be right, man. But 29-15 against the AL East, man. I like that. I like that record, man. But yeah, back to Greg Hayes. Like, if we can get Castillo and Brian Reynolds and somebody like Daniel Bard, I'd be ecstatic with that deadline. Ecstatic. And I really would. So, Nate, yes, definitely more like it, man. 100%, brother. Bye-bye, Peraza, Vargas, Randy Vasquez, and Will Warren. I hope it doesn't cost Peraza and Cabrera. I don't think they need both. They need one of them. They have Jonathan India over at second, so I don't think they need Oswaldo Cabrera. But Peraza, Vargas, Vasquez, and Will Warren, probably. Will Warren, they've been talking about Will Warren for a while, so those two definitely, and whatever else they build around it. But so, yeah. Who knows? They're going to have to, unfortunately, because the Dodgers are going to have the capacity to do the same. So they have to make sure their package is good enough so that they'll say yes. You know what I mean? So, 100%. I wouldn't do Chapman after what he did yesterday. You don't give up the young home run, the leadoff home run, or the go-ahead home run, and then do a stare down after striking the next guy out. So, Manhattan, Lorenzo. Manhattan. Yeah, baby. Win tomorrow, win the series, win it on a good note, man. Yes. Yeah, Midtown, Lorenzo. From Hell's Kitchen. Yeah, baby. Carpenter, 7 ribbies, man. It's fantastic. Fantastic. It really is, man. I agree, Tyler. 100%, man. 100%. See, if I'm giving a contract to Soto, I'm giving him an opt-out 7 years. Like after 7 years, that he's 29 or 30, he can opt out and go for a bigger contract. If he stays healthy and productive, he'll get it, and then let him walk. Let somebody else pay those decline years at some point. I would up 7 prime years, man, and it would be worth it. It would be worth it. So, I mean, that's the way I look at it. And yes, indeed. And there's a decent amount that way from Gallo to Chapman and some other guys. So I like, and I said this earlier, one way, look, the Yankees are paying Chapman's salary and Gallo's salary one way or another. They're paying for it, right? It's fully guaranteed. Unless they get traded and get some payroll relief, that's the only way the Yankees are going to get any kind of financial flexibility. But they don't have any trade value. So if you DFA them, just play these other guys like a Castro or Clark Schmidt or some of these other guys, and you'll get more production from these kids than you are from those two. So if you're going to pay that money, you might as well get better production one way or another, get more bang for your buck. The money's coming off the books at the end of the season anyway. I don't think Gallo or Chapman should make the playoff rotation, so why are we playing them? DFA them, bring some of these other kids up and see who might be a good fit for the playoff roster, right? That's kind of the way I look at it, but we'll see. We'll see. Look for trades right after the All-Star game. Remember All-Star? Yeah, Craig Smith, that's true. I would too. I would look for some trades as well. So, yeah, I mean, yes, Soto's going to get. He's going to get the biggest. He's going to get the biggest effect in history of baseball. So, 100% Torres. We got to get the series tomorrow. Let's win 2 out of 3. And that's what's good, man. So hopefully not tomorrow, Junior. But hopefully they'll win. Have a much better. So when they get good momentum tonight. So. And it's 1:30, Tyler, tomorrow. 1:30. Yeah, Gallo has no value. Neither does Chapman, to be honest with you. So, neither one of them has value at this point. I would DFA both of them and just use other players in those positions, get better production. They're eating their salaries anyway, so you might as well get better production. So, that's the way I look at it. Yeah, Judge was a little bit more relaxed today, Rick. He got a couple good pitches too, so that helped. Oh, no doubt, Greg Case. Yes, he is. That's a good analogy. He's cooking boiled chicken. Yeah. These baseball, there's no cap in baseball, and they want it to keep going up and keep going up and keep going up. So, and it will. You know what I mean? Just wait till Vlad Guerrero's a free agent. Some of these other guys are free agents. Julio Rodriguez, if they keep producing and playing, forget about it. Forget about it. JT, Derby in the game. You could probably watch him on ESPN too. I think ESPN or really are either ESPN or one of the local sports channels. So you might not need the app for either one of them. So yeah, believe me, I wish it was the deadline too. I really do. I really, really do. And I think Gallo's time is pretty much up too. I would agree with that. There's no point having him in there tomorrow. What would be a trade package involved if we took Strasburg with Soto? With Soto, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't take Strasburg. I wouldn't touch him with a 10 football. Yeah, I personally wouldn't do it at all. If they say we have to take Strasburg to get Soto, I walk away. I do. Walk. So we got 89 likes, and we're almost at 100. Let's get that 100. Yeah, August 2nd's the deadline. And Judge's second shot was much better than his first. Yeah. Mariners are going to have to drop money when Julio, Logan, Gilbert, Curry. Yeah, man. Yes, they are, Ben Myers. They're going to have to pay some guys. Thankfully, the Mariners are owned by super duper wealthy people. Super duper wealthy people. So they will have the money. They will. I hope Carpenter doesn't get sat tomorrow, Landis. But you're right. He might be. I would definitely have Marwin in there. Hitting from the right-hand side. I would let Castro in there too. That's the type of guys I want to have some speed there too, and put the Castro. But we'll see what happens. We'll see I'm curious to see what kind of lineup they're going to put out tomorrow, and you'll get it in the morning. So because it's a 1:30 game, so the lineup will be out pretty early. 60 million. That would be insane. Imagine that. 60 million per next 94 likes, right? Sox only 1.5 games ahead of O's. Yeah, I mean the O's are right there. O's are breathing next, man. They really are. They really are. And Gallo tomorrow. I play Hicks because he can switch, just like bolted him in there. But I would not play Gallo. I would sit Gallo. Hey Molly, how are you? The Mariners don't trade prospects, so they're good rookies. Yeah, I mean the Mariners are they want to compete in the next couple of years, so they want to surpass the Astros. So, and honestly, I can't blame them. Reynolds were fine. If they get Castillo and Happ, I'm happy. If they get Castillo and Reynolds, I'm ecstatic. So, and just add a reliever to that somewhere, like a Daniel Bard, if they can do that, I'm gonna be happy. Really happy guy. Really happy guy. Arenado for Donaldson. The Yankees would do it, but the Cardinals would not. Dodgers will pay it. Yeah. I agree, Greg Hayes. I think the Dodgers are going to do what it takes to get Castillo. Carpenter to be late to get you this year. I doubt it, Dominic. I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised. Let me put it that way. Might be too late. I'm not exactly sure he has enough games played, to be honest with you. I'm not exactly sure. But I wouldn't be offended if they added him, but it might be too late. The way he's playing, I would have him there. Yeah. So whoever say because it was a three. I think he threw 3 innings, which I think is why he got the save. Feel the energy, guys. It was a good. We had Boston's energy from last night, we had that tonight. Boston had the energy last night. We had it tonight. So we need that tomorrow afternoon. We need it tomorrow afternoon against the Red Sox. And let's beat these guys and win the series and go right into the All-Star break feeling good. And then some guys can rest, which they need because the team does look tired. So package for Soto looks like Volpe, Dominguez, Medina, Gomez, Wisniewski plus more. Yeah, right around there. I would not give Wisniewski and Waldichuk. I wouldn't do that. I would give Wisniewski, Medina, and it's two top pitching prospects there. Gomez, I mean, Volpe, Dominguez. You might have to go Oswald Peraza too. But if you don't go Oswald Peraza, you do that. I'm cool. Jeremy Penn stepped up day one to replace. Yeah. And he took advantage of that opportunity, you know. Took advantage of that opportunity. He's playing well. I mean, Yordan Alvarez over there is a stud too in Houston. That kid's really good. If we get Castillo, the Astros don't have an edge. You might be right. The Yankees will have a slight edge with Castillo, which is why I would be going after him right now. I would not be waiting until August 2nd. Cashman has a tendency to do that with the thoughts that the price is going to come down. They generally don't come down on aces. So I would be all over him. And this would be a great time to kind of to sneak in and get somebody like Castillo. You know? That's what I would do. What I think is more likely to come down, to come here. Probably Castillo, then Soto. That'd be my guess. Yeah, Alvarez is a beast. He's prototypical, like a perfect DH. He really is. Yep. Judge will likely be the DH. I would agree with that too, Landis. I think so. And didn't know the cash total Reds, no Volpe or Peraza. If he told them that, I haven't heard him say that, but if he hadn't, I doubt they're going to get Castillo then, if that's the case. So, Tyler, have a great night. I'm going to wrap it up in a second too, but thank you. If anybody hasn't hit that like button, hit that like. We're only 3 away from 100. Alvarez, the new big, yes, he is, man. Alvarez is a beast. They have a good pipeline of hitters over there, Houston. Really good pipeline of hitters. So, the new Poppy, that's a good one, man. That is a good one, new Poppy. Oh, God, I hope he doesn't turn into a years long Yankee killer like Poppy was. That's for sure. Let me check the Yankees here to see if there's any news while we're here. We're past 100 likes. Thank you, gang. Matt Carpenter. Fourth here. That's just a lot of news about Carpenter. Yeah. People keep telling me the Mariners should not trade for Juan Soto because they'll turn into the Angels, but why couldn't they turn into the Yankees? Red Sox made a competitive game, yeah. Okay, so no major news to like think about right now, at the least. Nothing significant right now, other than just regular team stuff. So have a great night, everybody. Over and out. Appreciate you.